What's up, guys? This video is going to be for the new player, the beginner, the not so savage killer, and it's just simply to kind of help you not make the same mistakes I made. Building the shelter, getting resources, looting, all the shelter upgrades. There is a little bit of a tutorial. I'll be completely honest, it's way better than what we had starting out season 10. Go through this, read everything you can. I know it's short-lived, but it does tell you, you know, roughly how things are. Um, right away, we're going to get into the shelter improvements. Um, Crafting table is going to be huge. Number one thing to upgrade, right? This is all you got. Level 1, level 2, level 3. Um, and that's kind of how I'm going to say what you should be upgrading first. Crafting table, you need to get out of the silver pigeon, um, scorpion loadouts. You need to get to the AKM ES16s. Now, I know you start out with a few weapons. You may lose them, you may not. If you can, you're going to want to get your crafting table up as quickly as possible to level 3. Get those guns. They're far better than the levels below them. And you're going to want to get into the blue and green rarities. Those weapons are far more sustainable. LMG is the meta right now. Like it or hate it. Um, if it works, it works. And when you're starting out, you take what you can get. I know a lot of people play different games. Movement on this game is not slide, cancel, dolphin dive, Call of Duty. So you're going to have to be much more tactical, aware of your surroundings, um, or you're going to lose everything. So crafting table level 10, it's where it's all at. You can go higher. I mean, everybody knows there's great stuff up there, but it costs, and it costs a lot. Mostly time. These weapons are not worth the time it takes to craft. And I say that because nobody wants to wait 12 hours for a gun, right? We don't have that kind of time. We're here to have fun. We want to play. We want to loot. We want to shoot. We don't want to sit there and craft one item for 12. You're just going to lose it. Whether you're swapping it out, dropping it for something, um, or you're getting a random headshot and you die. So crafting level 10, armor plate is huge. And, you're going to get the Bugle SG1s if you're a sniper. Um, maybe that's your fancy. There you go. Armor plate's huge. You're running into a lot of guys. I'll be honest. This is what you're gonna run up against. If you're a new player, right here. This is what you're gonna see. Two plates, two ports, heals, and possibly a bugle. Or you can swap that out for a M249 or whatever LMG you think is meta. That's right there. That's the player that you're gonna come up against. The chips are already not in your favor. I mean, you can see my stats clearly. I'm, you know, average player. I do this out of the fun and love for the game. I too spent, first couple, I'd say dozen, if not more, games just rolling around in the grass, trying to sneak around, looting, right? So elims is the way to go. If you can't stand elimination, I get it. This is by far the fastest way you're going to get resources. If it's just not for you, I get it. Where else are you going to get this kind of, artillery? And I mean, for crying out loud, 1,000 nails, good luck. You're going to get 3 nails out of a toolbox at a time. Trying to stack that is, uh, it takes time. So this would be the way to go. If you can do it, playing with randoms is difficult. I understand that. If you can get a team or join one of the chats, group messaging, get people behind you guys. You can form a team, go in there 5 deep, and get that 4,000 points that is required for special issue crates. You just can't beat it. I mean, military, there you go. So if you can't do that, you don't want to do that, looting and shooting, you feel like that's the mode you want to play, I get it. Elims is not for everybody, so it does get frustrating. Crafting table, rat traps are huge. You're going to want to get that as soon as you can. It does generate food because you're going to want to get these charity boxes going. The charity boxes, there's a tier system over here. You donate food to it once a week, right? Once a week, 10,000 food. So you will get from top to bottom 10,000 food every crate below that. If you only put in 1,000, you're only going to get the 1,000 and the 500. If you put in 5,000, you're only going to get the purple crate and everything below it. So you're not just getting that one crate if you put 5,000. You are getting everything below the amount, including that. So my suggestion would be is to wait until you get 5,000. If you got 2,200, save it. Just save it. The difference between 2,000 and 5,000 is huge. Even if you have to skip a week, it's fine. Skip a week, get the 5,000. You're going to get those. Remember, the purple. I mean, what are we looking at with purple? You're going to get 3 of those blocks. Hopefully you don't get the bullets, you know, the bag and the skin, or the gun, or the skin here. But hopefully, you know, you're going to get one of these purple items. That's 7 weapons. It's the difference between that and your resource crate, right? You're going to get this. It's good, but you want to get the military and everything below that, right? You want that plus everything below that, the rare crate, rather. So what do we got in the rare crate? Rare crate. There you go. So you're going to get, just do a little test. There's 3 items. Cool. Gee, thanks. All right. Or I got 10 bugles. Okay, I got the double, you know, weapon skin in a backpack, but 10 bugles is better than, you know, 5 swomies all day, every day. So anyways, you're going to want to get that up. Once you get to 10,000, you're golden. That's great. But it does take some time. I'd rather skip a week, skip what you can, and get that food as fast as possible. I'm going to keep this real short, guys. Looting. We're going to talk about what's most important to loot. Your mortar strikes for deconstruction price is by far the greatest. So not all rarity is the same, right? For deconstructing. If I'm going in there and I'm looting consumables, we're talking 2,000 for a gold, right? Go to a portable, it's 35. Most 35. The mortar strike's 4,000. So if you go loot the container and you see a plate, everybody wants to grab a plate. Cool, grab one. But if there isn't and they got mortar strikes, you're already going to take that back. Just deconstruct those. That's 4,000 material you have. Portables are great too. I would hold on to those. Those are precious, far and few in between, but you're going to want to hold on to that. In terms of everything else, everything is pretty much the same. You got purple, 27, purple, 27. All this is the same, right? You're going to, after mortar's number 1, then it goes by rarity. You're going to get your golds. You're going to want to get your purples. When you're looting, nobody wants booby traps. Or maybe you do. But you go purple, blue, and then green. Just go by rarity after that, okay? So let's do another one. Consumables. The rate at which you're going to get these things is most likely going to be a lot of purple, a lot of blue. You're going to get this, the transmitters all the time. You're going to find iodine everywhere. You're going to get those decoys. It's 1,400, right? If you're deconstructing, let's go some of the consumables. Resources. 50. So electronics and fuel are number one, right? They're 200. Now, there is a little caveat to that. Electronics are better than fuel, and I'll tell you why. You will find far more electronics than you will find fuel. Fuel is much heavier than electronics. Chemicals, very, 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 I can't stress it enough. Grab every chemical you can. You're going to need it for your water distillation for Instacraft. Metal parts, don't sleep on it. Metal parts, you're going to need them all the way to the end of the game, just like wire. They are only one for deconstruct, so they're not worth much. So if you have the opportunity to grab nails, wire, all that, pick it up. If you are simply going because you have no material, you can't craft anything, you're going to want to stick to rarity. You're going to want to go get those electronics. You're going to want to get the fuel and the chemicals. They have the highest deconstruction cost or price that you'll get back, right? You're not going to just deconstruct metal parts for one. It doesn't make any sense. You'll be there forever. Um, so that's exactly where I would start. Um, I'm going to have another video. We're going to go into encounter with nothing and come out hopefully with a lot. Last thing I'll touch on, everybody knows about the seasonal challenges. Once you are done with your dailies and you completed the required seasonal challenges they give you when you first start, um, you got seasonals. Now these are huge because you're getting crates and weapons that you really wouldn't be getting any other way unless you're playing like Elim. They do have a lot of parts. Parts are another huge thing that you can do to get guns when you go loot, let's say, Barred House or something. Grab those parts, dude. Yeah, you got a KK on your back and a bugle or a SVU and you think you're good. Oh, I'm straight, I'm good. And you want to take the glass and the fertilizer. Man, don't take that. Give that to your teammate or somebody else. Take those parts. Those parts are gonna just translate into you got 3 weapon parts here, 3 weapon parts there. That's 2 more guns. So basically you took your KK and your bugle, plus you got these 2 guns that you can one construct immediately because they're parts and it's readily available. There's no timer on it. And you can deconstruct them for the same price of if the gun was full, like built, right? So that's huge. A lot of people let that go because they're like, it's just weapon parts. Weapons take forever to build in this gun unless you're, you know, really good at killing people and extracting with their weapons. This is the next best thing. So, yeah, guys, that's it. I just wanted to kind of fill you in on all of the things you can do. Um, there's many roads to this little shelter of ours, and the fastest, most efficient way um, isn't always the funnest way, especially grinding chemicals. I know they did a redistribution of the loot, but as you can see, um, we're talking pretty much a week of building time after I get this wire. What am I going to use it for? Absolutely nothing. Everything's built at that point, right? And it's on tier 13. So, yeah, beautiful place for that particular level, but it is what it is. I hope that helps everybody that just came to this game or is considering, a new count. It's something to, look over and say, oh man, I really should have maxed out my antenna because if I'm going to play this game for a long time, if I get 10 crowns per day, you're going to get some free battle passes over the span of some time, right? Um, well, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching.
PlayStation